YouTube fans, how y'all doing today? I'm hoping y'all having a good Monday. I just wanted to let y'all know about boundaries in a relationships and feelings in a relationship. One of the most important elements that promotes intimacy between two people and the ability of each to take responsibility for his or her own feelings. We do not communicate our feelings by saying I feel that you. We communicate our feelings by saying I feel sad or hurt or lonely or scared, or such vulnerability is the beginning of intimacy and caring. Um, Feelings are also a warning signal telling us that we need to do something. That is true. Like, if you feel that you having some type of feeling about it, now it's time to communicate with your partner. You know what I'm saying? You need to communicate with that person. Don't just let your feelings just crash, just tell them how you really feel. You got to tell them how you feel. You got to have some type of boundaries between that. You know what I mean? If you angry, even if someone else has sinned against you, it is your responsibility to do something about it. You got to do something about it. You just don't let yourself suffer, or you don't let the other person suffer, feeling wise. Ask them how is it going in a relationship? What do you need to do to make it better? You know what I'm saying? You can tell them if they're not doing something that they need to be doing. Not dealing with hurt or anger can kill a relationship. Desires are another element of personhood that each spouse needs to take responsibility for. People don't make other people angry. People don't make other people angry. Your anger does. A rule of life: we do not get everything we want, and we all must grieve over our disappointments instead of punishing others for them. Problems arise when we make someone else responsible for our needs and wants, and when we blame them for our disappointments. Problems arise when we blame someone else for our own lack of limits. Often spouses will do more than they really want to, and then resent the other for not stopping them from overgiving. Other people are not responsible for our limits. We are ourselves. We are responsible for what we do in our actions. Only we know what we can and want to give, and only we can be responsible for drawing that line. If we do not draw it, we can quickly become resentful. That is so true. That is true, y'all. Like, if you don't lay some boundaries, you are likely to become resentful with that person. It's sad that it has to come to that. People who set limits exhibit self control and show responsibility for themselves. And when you set boundaries, be lovingly responsible to the person in pain. Remember that a boundary always deals with yourself, not the other person. You got to set some type of boundaries for yourself, or you'll get walked all over in a relationship. In a marriage, as in no other relationship, the need for revealing your boundaries is important. Boundaries need to be communicated first, verbally, and then with actions. They need to be clear and unapologetic. Treat others as you would want to be treated. Honest communication is always best. Physical space. When you need time away, tell your spouse. Tell them how you really feel. You know what I'm saying? You need that space, tell them. Waiting to trust again is wise. We are to judge a person by her actions, not by her words. Husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. Every marriage is made up of two ingredients: togetherness and separateness. Boundaries help create mutual balance instead of split balance. They help couples keep each other accountable. Boundaries keep partners accountable through consequences and force the balance to become mutual. Say no to bad. Boundaries are like muscles. Unforgiving people allow other people to control them. That was some tips about boundaries in a relationship. Y'all, if you don't have boundaries in your relationship, it's bound to crash. I'm just telling y'all right now, because that man need his space, that woman need their space. Like, don't always want to be up under someone. You know what I'm saying? Someone that you're in a relationship. It's healthy to give them space. You know what I'm saying? Because being around each other just cause people to resent each other. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you always need that person to do something for you all the time, and you not doing something for them. You know what I'm saying? It just starts to drain the other person. It's just like a up and low thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be even. You know what I'm saying? You have to be meeting that other person halfway. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But that was some boundaries about relationship and having boundaries between your relationship. Y'all have a good Monday. Y'all stay blessed, stay focused, and don't let negative energy interrupt you. Um, y'all have a good one.